friends, other friends, subscribers around the world. So back up on the running fish fences, man. We got extended. I think I've talked about that in the videos. Got extended for at least another week. I think once the weather changes. It's changed in the morning, man. I'll tell you what. It was 31 or 32 yesterday morning when me and Carl went out and cast a blast. Man, that was a great day, dude. Totally amazing. The only thing that we didn't get that we were hoping to get was a deer and, well, I guess 3 things: deer, goose, and duck. Like I said in the video, once the fish started, once we started catching fish, man, everything else just goes. We also got a heck of a load of wood, man. I think I showed that. I didn't load that this morning. We had to wait for the coming up a little later than I normally do or like to, but man, with the weather change, I think it was 34 this morning. So temps have just, you know, or at least the overnight temps. Man, yesterday out there fishing, though, man, I was hotter than I'll get. It was like 79. I don't know if it was up on the mountain, but I think the high yesterday was like 79. Then it drops down to 30, you know, down to freezing overnight. Crazy weather. And then, so we got, say 80 degrees. I haven't even looked at the weather, any of that crap this morning, but predicting, we're supposed to go from highs of like 80 degrees to highs of like low to mid 50s in like 2 days. Some big cold front deal. And then they're calling, I've talked about it, man, calling for snow on my birthday. Happy flipping birthday. Anyway, headed up to camera bouncing all over the place, this road. I'll tell you what, man, I didn't film it. There would be no filming it. But you know, we're up on another mountain range yesterday, and dude, I've been driving these dirt roads, I've been riding these dirt roads my whole life. You know, a lot of washboard that I've been through, and I swear yesterday there is a section that's good. Oh man, I don't know, it probably seems longer when you're driving it because it's so bad, but at least a couple miles, and it is the worst washboard road I have ever in my life been on. And it wasn't like that as we mushroom hunted up there, you know, earlier in the year. Ooh. Well, hold on, man. This ain't working out so good today. What the heck you gotta do different? There, I guess. But yeah, man, just insane washboard. This kitty was very happy and excited to get that hairstooth mushroom yesterday. She's going to do, I'm not sure what her plan was with what I know she wanted to dry some, dehydrate some, and then I'm sure we'll end up with some for dinner tonight. And this week, man, I gotta get doing the fences, man. When I ain't up here running fences, I've got to be down there getting ready for, and I got a wood stove, you know, because I swapped out the wood stove, so I got a wood stove to install. And just a bunch of stuff, man, to get ready. Man, I got stuff all over. And I mean, the snow, you know, I'm talking about snow. You know, it's all predictions, you just don't know. But I mean, even during the days that they're predicting snow, You know, obviously it's going to be cold in the morning. They're predicting it to come in the mornings, you know, early mornings, but then the high for the day is like 50 degrees, 55 degrees. So I mean, it ain't gonna stick around, man. And and then the ground, man. The ground has, you know, the ground's got to get cold too before it sticks. So I ain't expecting it to stick. It's just gonna be wet, man. I got a lot of stuff. Been doing a lot of hillbilly shuffling around the property, and I got a lot more to do. Still, man, I'm not, you know, obviously road hunting, but in between, deer season's still open, so man, watching for that. Like I said, up here too, over here on the fence side, we can, I can get any size buck, whether it be a whitetail or a muley, and I can also get a whitetail doe. So definitely on the hook for that. Dang it, man! I took off my gloves on the creek bottom and sat them down. And then I gotta set it down on my phone, which ain't got no service, but it's always good to have just in case. And turned around and went back. I don't know, got 2 or 3 miles. Headed up here. I was like, oh, dude, I better go back and get my phone. Well, I didn't grab my dang gloves, man. So I forgot to be in this mother. Found one glove. I did like Michael Jackson, man. All right, Kai, come on. All right, we're gonna. Man, it's a lot of dang traffic up here today. Not too many camps. So far, the camps that I can get rid of that rattle if I can fling my finger over this hole. But all the the only camps I've seen so far lower on the mountain, and it was 2 wall tents. I kind of assume that they're probably elk hunters, because elk season opens, rifle season for elk opens next weekend. I'll be off this, or well, maybe, I don't know. We'll see what, I just keep running fences till they tell me to stop. But, ready up here on this fence, so we'll see if there's anybody in the camps there. But not tons of nothing like it was, man, when me and Carl was up here last time, man. It was, I think there was more vehicles that day than opening day. Putting along on these mountain roads, slow and easy. Gives you lots of time, you know. Some of that. Use tamarack in there, man. Oh, when you ponder your. It just lodgepole. thoughts, you know, because it's just being kind today. Say hi, Kai. I can't focus. But, I'm just thinking, like I said, man, Grandpa's always, you know, on my mind. You start thinking things. Shot me a rock. But and all the people, you know, and the older you get, man, I've talked about it before. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. You think about you know, especially the last couple of years, man, losing people, but you know, Grandpa, man, it's been Katie Jo was born the same year that Grandpa passed away, and I think she'll be 30 years, 29, almost 30 years since my Grandpa passed away. Crazy. But then the last 2 years, man, you know, how many people, you know, if I've lost them, you lost them too, even though you didn't know them. We all lost them. You know, good people. I was just pondering that a minute ago, you know, thinking about Grandpa. Grandpa was young, man. Grandpa passed away at 59. You know, and I'll be 54 next week. Man, I just think, wow, man. You know, I figure I got a good, at least another good 30 years in me, man. Man, how different things would be. You know, because Grandma's still here. Grandma's, 90, or be 90. Man, just how different things would be if Grandpa was still alive 30 years. I'll tell you what, he'd kick the crap out of my piece of shit brother. You know, and that's, I'm not going off on that. Dude, I hate that guy. Hate's a strong word, and I hate him. Always have. But he, dude, I don't need to go too far off on the dad. I'll tell you what, man, since my mom passed away, and the way that she left things, you know, because he lived off my mom for, his whole life. He's 50, 51 or something. And he's lived off his mommy his whole life. Lived with his mom 50 years old. In the same bedroom that we friggin' little loser. But you know, and he was right there in my mom's crap all the time. And when I talked to her about, you know, leaving things and having, I did see like went off on this, man. I started thinking about Dad now. Dude, that dude is such a loser. But where she left it so that he could get to things and destroy documents and stuff like that to make sure that he came out ahead, dude. I always prayed, and I literally prayed that that piece of crap would die before my mom. Oh, dude, he is something. Anyway. Then, you know, then you got my father, dude, that's a piece of crap. So why do these two pieces of crap, I mean, and I'm not just talking, you know, where you don't care for somebody and you say, well, man, that guy's a piece of crap. I'm talking straight up thieves, liars, con men, the worst kind of human beings possible. If you look that up in the dictionary, my father and my brother's picture is there. And the funny thing is, man, is they go through humans and friends and stuff like crazy. You know, they'll be, man, you know, this month they're best friends with somebody, and next month they hate their guts because they weren't able to con or convince them. And the funny thing is people will think they're the greatest thing since sliced bread for a little while. They think they're the worst kind of human trash there is. But anyway, man, pondering all that, which actually follows along with what I was thinking before I went off on those two people things. was thinking is just figure, man. I guess the good Lord wants, when he takes good ones, I reckon he wants good ones too. The piece of crap's like my brother and father, he's ready to leave it down there. But I don't think they're going to heaven. You get up and you start pondering that, dude. There's sometimes, man, I spend a lot of time in the mountains alone. And there's times that there's times that I get pondering things, man, and I'm just really happy to get back to the creek bottom biscuit. Try not to let your mind go that way, But other times you don't think about it, just think how amazing it is true. Is pretty amazing. Be more amazing than a big old bug standing there. I even settled for some grass, man. I didn't bring no fishing poles after going to the other mountain, man, and catching them, good sized trout. This creek's so dang low that they're in here. That's pretty decent ones in here, but it's been a while. Been a while since I've seen a bull trout too, That's what I'm up here doing them fences for, trying to protect them bull trout. What are these smokes? Look at that. Is that welfare wood? It doesn't look very welfare, but it looks like I might have to throw in the back of my truck. Have to look on the map, and not too sure. You're supposed to be cutting right here, man. That's lodgepole. That's nice. That's the one I'll probably end up taking when they drop that big old, which them branches there. That looks like Mondo red fir. Rotten down the bottom. Well, they're already cut through and everything most of the way. I think I'll back up and go ahead and finish that up. The other day or last week, when I thought we were done with the fences, looking at fuel prices and what it cost us in fuel, or I get paid for it, but I mean it cost us in fuel, and between last year and this year, the fuel was a little more than double. For one, I was running which is a big difference. There's a pretty good difference between, using the exploder and running the green bean, but mostly it's the fuel price. We're still paying. I just filled this up a couple days ago. About time to get fuel in it again, and it went from $5.17 to $5.11. That's what we're still paying up here in the Idaho Mountains. Yeah, talk about all these fuel prices going down everywhere and all that, man. We're just like, dude, I ain't seen crap. It didn't drop off of $5.17 until, man, like I said, the last tank that I put in the green bean here was $5.11. The one before that was $5.17 a gallon. But more than double the fuel cost running these fences. That's pretty darn ridiculous.